Welcome, dear listener, to a space of enlightenment where the veils of ordinary perception are gently lifted, allowing a glimpse into the profound dimensions of existence that transcend our everyday reality. Today, I invite you to explore the signs that you're already living in the fifth dimension, an experience that is both sublime and transformative. In the first part of our journey together, let's talk about the concept of interconnectedness. The fifth dimension is characterized by a profound sense of unity with all that is. You see, in this higher state of being, the illusion of separation dissolves, and we recognize that every person, every creature, every star is intrinsically linked. Have you ever felt moments in your life where the boundaries between you and the world around you seem to blur? Where the joy of another feels as your own, where the pain of a stranger touches your heart as deeply as if it were your own hurt. This is the fifth dimension whispering to you, showing you the truth of our interconnected web of life. Living in the fifth dimension means to live with an open heart, where compassion and empathy are not just feelings, but the very language of your soul. You no longer act solely for personal gain, but are moved to act in the best interest of the collective. How often do you find yourself acting from this space of collective consciousness? This is not just a shift in perspective. It is a transformation in the way we exist. Now, let's consider the nature of time. In the third dimension, time is linear, a constant march from past to future. In the fourth dimension, we begin to see time as a cycle, understanding the patterns and rhythms of life. But in the fifth dimension, time becomes fluid. Past, present, and future coexist. Have you experienced moments where time felt malleable, where you were so present that the past and the future seem to be happening now? That's a sign you're tapping into the fifth dimension, where time is not a river flowing in one direction, but an ocean where all points can be accessed simultaneously. Imagine living where synchronicities are not mere coincidences, but meaningful alignments that guide you. In the fifth dimension, we understand these synchronicities as signposts, directing us towards our highest path. Think about the times when the universe seemed to conspire to help you, when exactly what you needed appeared as if by magic. This is the dance of the fifth dimension, a harmonious flow where we are co-creators with the universe. In the realm of the fifth dimension, we also witness the dissolving of dense, heavy energies that hold us back. Fears and doubts begin to lift as we operate from a place of love and trust. You know you're experiencing the fifth dimension when love becomes the default state of your being, when fear is no longer the driver of your actions. Reflect on the moments when love, rather than fear, made your decisions for you, when you chose to trust even when the outcome was unknown. This is the fifth dimensional way of being. As we progress on our spiritual path, we may also notice that our creative expressions begin to flourish. In the fifth dimension, creativity is not a task or a hobby. It is the very essence of our being. Creativity in the fifth dimension is a divine force flowing through us, a channel for higher consciousness to express itself. Have you felt inspired to create in ways that feel almost beyond you, where the work you produce feels as if it's being created through you rather than by you? This is a hallmark of living in the fifth dimension, where we become conduits for the divine expression. Before we transition to the next part of our exploration, let's sit with a profound realization. In the fifth dimension, we recognize that all the wisdom, all the love, and all the power we seek is already within us. We are not beings searching for the light. We are the light looking to express itself in its fullest brilliance. How will you allow your light to shine forth today? Embracing the infinite, the boundless potential within. In this second part of our exploration, we delve into the realm of potentiality that the fifth dimension holds. Here, We understand that our reality is not fixed or finite, but is a field of infinite possibilities waiting to be realized. The fifth dimension invites us to recognize that we are not victims of circumstance, but powerful creators of our own experience. Consider for a moment the concept of limitlessness. In the third dimension, we often feel confined by the material world, bound by the laws of physics and the constraints of society. But as we ascend to the fifth dimension, these limitations begin to fall away. We start to see that the only true limits are those we place upon ourselves. Have you ever achieved something you once thought impossible, or have you seen barriers crumble in the face of your determination? These are signs that you are operating in the fifth dimension, where belief and intention can shape reality. This dimension is also where we fully embrace the power of intention. We understand that our thoughts and feelings are not just passive reactions, but active forces that shape our experience. When we align our intentions with the highest good, we open the doors to a reality that reflects our deepest desires. Reflect on the times when your clear intentions set the wheels of the universe in motion, bringing forth outcomes that resonated with your heart's true call. This is the fifth dimensional manifestation at work. Living in the fifth dimension also means transcending duality. In lower dimensions, we are often trapped in the illusions of right and wrong, good and bad, light and dark. However, in the fifth dimension, we see beyond these dualities. We understand that every experience, every challenge, is an opportunity for growth and expansion. When was the last time you transcended judgment, seeing the hidden gift in a difficult situation? This is a testament to a fifth dimensional perspective, where every aspect of life is embraced as part of the whole. In the fifth dimension, our relationships evolve as well. We no longer seek relationships to fill a void or to meet egoic needs. Instead, our connections with others are based on mutual growth, soulful support, and the celebration of each other's uniqueness. Think about the relationships in your life that uplift and inspire you, where the bond is based on freedom and unconditional love. These are the kinds of divine partnerships that flourish in the fifth dimension. Another significant aspect of living in the fifth dimension is the experience of joy and gratitude as a state of being. Joy is no longer contingent on external circumstances, but becomes a constant, emanating from the depths of our soul. Gratitude becomes our natural response to life, recognizing the beauty and blessings in every moment. Can you recall a time when joy bubbled up from within for no reason at all, or when you felt deeply thankful for the simple gift of being alive? These are the vibrations of the fifth dimension, where joy and gratitude are the air we breathe. Now, let us pause and reflect on the nature of our true essence. In the fifth dimension, we realize that we are not merely human beings on a spiritual journey, but spiritual beings having a human experience. We begin to live from this place of spiritual awareness, seeing the divine play in all things. How often do you feel the presence of your eternal self guiding you through the dance of life? This is your fifth dimensional self, the part of you that knows no bounds, that is infinite and eternal. As we close this part of our journey, remember that the fifth dimension is not a place we go to. It's a state of being we awaken within. It's a conscious choice to live from a place of love, unity, and boundless potential. The luminous tapestry of consciousness, weaving the fabric of a new reality. In this third segment of our discourse, we navigate the intricate and resplendent tapestry that is the fifth dimensional consciousness. Within this elevated state of awareness, we are not mere observers of our reality. We are its weavers, actively participating in the creation of a new fabric of existence. One of the most profound signs that one is living in the fifth dimension is the transcendence of ego. The ego, with its demands, its fears, and its insatiable hunger for validation begins to lose its grip on our identity. Instead, we find that we are operating from a place of soul, a place of spirit. The ego doesn't disappear. It is, after all, a part of our human experience, but it no longer sits in the driver's seat. How often have you acted from a place of soulful intuition rather than from the ego's fear-based reactions? This shift is a clear indication of a fifth-dimensional way of being. In this dimension, we also come to understand the power of our words and thoughts. We realize that the vibrations we emit through our communication shape the very essence of our reality. In the fifth dimension, our language becomes more conscious, more intentional. We speak blessings into existence. We affirm the positive, and we use our words as tools for healing and transformation. Reflect on the times when your speech has been a vessel for love and truth. These moments are your connection to the fifth dimension. Another sign of fifth-dimensional living is the dissolution of old patterns and karmic cycles. We no longer feel bound by the repetitive stories that have played out in our lives or in the generations before us. We step into the power to rewrite our narrative, to create a new legacy based on awareness and choice. Have you witnessed the release of old patterns in your life, the breaking free from what once seemed inescapable? This liberation is the work of the fifth-dimensional self, the self that acknowledges the lessons and chooses a different path. The fifth dimension also brings with it an enhanced intuition and psychic awareness. Our intuitive faculties become fine-tuned, and we trust the inner guidance that flows to us. This heightened intuition is like an internal compass pointing us toward our highest good. When you listen to and trust your intuition, even when it defies logic, you are tapping into the wisdom of the fifth dimension. We also find that our sense of service to others deepens. In the fifth dimension, service is not about self-sacrifice or obligation. It is about joyfully contributing to the well-being of the collective. Our gifts and talents are recognized as offerings to the world, and we share them freely, knowing that in serving others, we are serving the expansion of our own soul. Consider the ways in which your work and your passions contribute to the upliftment of those around you. This is your service in the fifth dimension. Moreover, in the fifth dimension, our concept of health and healing evolves. We understand that our physical bodies are reflections of our inner state, and we approach health holistically. We nurture our bodies with love, recognizing them as sacred vessels of the divine. We integrate practices that honor our body, mind, and spirit, and we see healing as a return to wholeness rather than merely the absence of illness. Reflect on the times when your approach to health has been holistic, honoring all aspects of your being. In embracing the fifth dimension, we also experience an expansion of our capacity for love. Love becomes not just an emotion, but the very substrate of our being. We love more deeply, more expansively, and with fewer conditions. We recognize that in its true form, love is not possessive or restrictive, but freeing and infinite. As we conclude this part of our exploration, let us hold in our hearts the knowing that the fifth dimension is not a distant realm, but a reality we are creating with every thought, every word, and every action. The signs of living in the fifth dimension are all around and within us, in the love we share, in the peace we cultivate, and in the joy we embody, harmonizing the symphony of the soul. The quintessence of fifth-dimensional existence. In this culminating part of our odyssey through the dimensions of consciousness, we arrive at the zenith of our transcendental ascent. Here, in the quintessence of fifth-dimensional existence, we find ourselves in a state of harmony with the cosmos, playing our unique part in the grand symphony of the soul. The fifth dimension is characterized by an acute awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. We see ourselves not as separate entities, but as integral threads in the universal tapestry. Each action we take, each thought we entertain, reverberates through the web of existence. Have you felt this interconnectedness, this deep sense of unity with all life? This recognition is a hallmark of the fifth dimensional experience. In this elevated state, synchronicity becomes a common occurrence. The universe seems to conspire to support us, with serendipitous events guiding our journey. These are not mere coincidences, but the result of our vibration aligning with the flow of the universe. Reflect on the moments when everything seemed to fall into place effortlessly, as if by magic. These synchronicities are whispers from the fifth dimension, affirming that you are in tune with the heartbeat of the cosmos. The experience of time also transforms in the fifth dimension. The linear progression of past, present, and future melds into the eternal now. We become masters of the moment, fully present and aware. This does not mean we do not plan for the future or learn from the past, but we do so from a place of power in the present. Have you ever been so absorbed in the moment that time seemed to stand still? These glimpses of timelessness are experiences of our fifth dimensional self, outside the bounds of chronological constraints. Our perception of reality undergoes a profound shift in the fifth dimension. We begin to see the world not just through our physical senses, but through our spiritual vision. This clairvoyance allows us to perceive beyond the veil, to witness the spiritual forces at play in our lives. When you look at the world and see not just matter but energy, not just chance but purpose, you are perceiving through the lens of the fifth dimension. Another sign of fifth dimensional living is the manifestation of peace within. Despite the chaos or turmoil that may surround us, we maintain an inner sanctuary of tranquility. This peace is not dependent on external conditions, but is a testament to our inner alignment. When you find that peace remains with you like a shadow, regardless of life's storms, you are dwelling in the sanctuary of the fifth dimension. We also find that creative expression flows freely in the fifth dimension. Creativity is not limited to art or music, but permeates every aspect of our lives. We become co-creators with the divine, infusing creativity into our daily tasks, our problem-solving, and our interactions. When you find new solutions, when you bring beauty and innovation into the world, you are channeling the creative force of the fifth dimension. Finally, the fifth dimension is where we embrace our role as stewards of the earth. We recognize the sacredness of all life and our responsibility to care for our planet. This stewardship is born out of love, not fear, a proactive vision for the future rather than a reaction to crisis. When you act to preserve and honor the environment, when you live sustainably and teach others to do the same, you are living the ethos of the fifth dimension. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us carry with us the understanding that the fifth dimension is not a distant paradise awaiting us, but a reality we create within and around us. It is the expression of our highest self, the embodiment of our infinite potential, and the realization of our deepest truths. The signs of living in the fifth dimension are all around us, in the way we love, the peace we carry, the unity we embody, and the creativity we unleash. It is in this harmonious existence that we find the true symphony of the soul, a melody that resonates with the rhythm of the universe. May this journey inspire you to embrace the quintessence of your being, to live fully in the fifth dimension, and to harmonize your life with the symphony of the cosmos.